We're talking all things red carpet fashion for the Met Gala 2016, the fashion, the gossip, and we have a special guest joining us live, Fashion 411 for Black Hollywood Live.
You are tuned in to Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
We got flashing lights! Oh, everybody's going crazy. What's up, everybody? Welcome. This is Black Hollywood Live's Fashion 411 special edition, y'all. We in the building again. We're talking about the Met Gala 2016, and of course, you are listening to Prince because we still having to pay homage to our brother that
can't let him go yet.
We're never letting him go.
Yes.
We're never letting him go. But holding me down in the studio for this special is a bevy of lovely ladies. On the end over there, we got Miss Deanna Vaughn back in the building.
Hi, you guys. Good to see you again. It's been a while.
It's been a while. And beside her, we have Miss Donya Duchess.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Yes. And escaping from mommyhood for a few hours, we have Miss Camila Poindexter in the building.
Hello. I'm back.
She's back. I'm your host, Courtney Stewart, and we have a lovely special guest also joining us to talk all the fashion of the red carpet and a bunch of other stuff that's going on in the fashion world. Miss Leontine Abdullah is in the building. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. So glad to have you.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear what you thought about all the fashion.
Oh, my goodness.
So overall, guys, obviously we're talking about the Met Gala that happened last night, the first Monday in May. It always goes down.
Yep.
For those of you that are running in the high-class circles of fashion and can spend $30,000 on a ticket.
Or $250 on a table.
You can make your way to the Met Gala. I am not one of those people, but definitely always watching the red carpet and checking it out and have lots to say about the fashion that was going. So I guess we'll start off with overall impressions because we kind of started that conversation before we got rolling. We'll start at the end of the table and work our way around the room.
Okay, overall impressions, I have to say, especially given, years past, I wasn't as impressed. And the theme for this year's Met Gala Ball, it was the man in the machine. So that was, and a lot of people usually like to, have a lot of fun and play off of that theme. And while there was a lot of metallic looking, chain mail looking stuff, I wasn't really impressed.
Yeah.
I flipped through about 200 pictures and there wasn't too many times I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I wasn't that
And
wow.
it seemed like a lot were repeated. I mean, as far as the style of the ball man.
Yeah, it's just a lot about, the whole Kardashian family. They must have gotten paid to wear that designer. Right. But yeah, overall, I was just like, there was a few standouts, but people that I was expecting big things from, based off of prior years, I just didn't see it.
Let you down.
Yeah.
All right.
Rihanna should have came.
True. Right. What was your overall impression?
I agree. I was not impressed.
Okay.
There were a few that were breathtaking, and then there were a whole lot of really, just hot mess going on. And I was totally not impressed.
All right. Well, we're about to get specific, y'all, about what was unimpressive. So just to clarify, the theme was man versus machine, fashion in the age of technology. First up, we have Miss Beyoncé Knowles, who's riding off her lemonade joys, and she was on that red carpet by herself.
Yes,
There was no shady. She was wearing a custom latex embellished blush-colored gown by Givenchy, and she claimed that getting into that latex was easier than getting into that crystal-encrusted gown she wore last year.
I kind of believe that.
I don't know
Baby
about
powder.
that. It's hot, though.
I
But
know,
anyway.
it's like-
Yeah, it is that.
All right, guys, go for it.
So
who wants first?
I'm gonna go first because the last time we did this show, everybody was like,
Yes.
"Danya, why'd you talk about Beyonce like that? She's the queen."
Hit it.
So
Are you a beehive?
I am, but this is my chance to redeem myself. Okay. So when I first saw this dress, I was like, eh. And then when I saw it from a different angle, I was like, wow. Like, I fell in love with it. Again, I feel the same way you did about the whole Met Gala in general, that nobody stood out to me that was like, oh my God, she's amazing. She looks stunning, this, that, and the third. But the dress itself, I really did like. It fits her body like a glove.
It is latex.
And if I had a body like that, I would do the same. So,
All
Beyonce,
right.
I like.
Who wants next?
I'd love to hear what our guest thinks.
Oh my God, Miss Beyonce, I love Beyonce, and yes, I'm from the Beehive. So I was expecting something much more from her because last year I was very impressed with that mesh gown. You know, a lot of my clients were requesting that exact mesh fabric, and I went and got that fabric for them for their wedding dresses and things. So I was very impressed. And then the jewels, because I love to do jewels on my clothing. Now this, you have to see this dress in person because that latex fabric embellished with those jewels is fabulous.
Yep. Yes.
You cannot look at that picture and really see what's going on.
Exactly.
I see it. And when I first saw that, I was like, you better go on, girl. Yeah. Because that, first of all, she did her thing in a gym working out for that body.
did.
Because we saw her a couple months ago and she did her thing. The other part of it is it's very classy yet sexy. So she's giving us sassy at the
she's
same
fully
time.
covered.
Yes.
She's fully covered.
yeah.
And it is covering her to the point she's even standing classy.
Yes.
So she's letting you know that I'm very confident with who I am. Now, there's something circulating on the internet that I found very interesting.
Oh, gosh.
And as from the Beehive, it could be true.
It could.
Now, this dress, they're saying it's Becky with the good hair skin and the teeth with the embellishment. You know what? That is very funny. I know it's taking it too far because actually, the latex does look like the skin.
Yes.
And if you, I mean, and they're making bad jokes about it, which is, you know, it's corny, but it's very classy, and I love it. And I'm just, there is nothing bad that I would say about this dress. I love
agree.
it.
I completely agree with you.
100% agree.
Yeah, I do too.
The whole
It's
look
the
went for
angles.
me.
So it's the angles because I saw it in a different picture and it was just like straight on, like her leg wasn't pushing it out a little, and it just looked like
gotta see it
it
close
still
up.
looked nice, but it just looked like plain. And then this where she has the leg out, and I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
I love that she's completely covered, yet she's sexy. You know, I love that. Just to your point, like her posture is all there. So in my mind, she's probably one of the best dressed.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
I have to say.
another thing that I noticed about it also that made her stand out above all the rest, everybody went really dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the gala, and she
Yes.
came out with this, and I was like, oh,
Everybody's like, let me have black
Fitting like a
eyes
yes.
and black dresses
Yes.
and
Yeah.
silver
Dark
makeup.
hair
Like, and
and-
yeah,
yeah.
so, and I thought she did a great job.
Yep.
And she also, I don't know if you guys got to check out her after party looks, but she wore the
yeah, I saw
leather
that.
and boss pants. and
Yes.
If only I. If only I. Get it, Beyonce. All right. And in spite of all the chit chat saying that there was a little tension between the family members, Solange was up on the red carpet too, and she and her sister were hanging out like all was gravy. And Solange was wearing a David Lepore yellow latex leggings and a pleated top in celebration of all that lemonade. It was very bright and very yellow.
Yeah.
And was she winning? Was she not winning? What'd you think, Camila?
I do not like. I mean, I know
roughing it out. I
Solange is
know.
like very different when she comes to her wardrobe and
Yes.
when, you know, she makes statements all the time, but I just don't like that.
She
just
looks like a
like
lemon. She looks like a lemon.
I can't, it's just
No,
the
no.
tights, I don't know, but it's just a lot.
What do you think could have made it better?
That color for one. And also, I'm not really understanding the shirt. It seems like if she maybe would have took the tights off from the, you know, underneath, it made it longer, maybe something. But that just doesn't. It's not.
Who can explain it to me in relation to the theme?
You know, here's what's
I tried
funny.
to evaluate, and I was like, I'm coming up goose egg right now.
Well, here's the thing. When I first saw it, I was like, ooh, what is that? But the more and more I look at, like, her hair, how it's
Yes.
angled, then you've got this Issey Miyake thing
Yes.
kind of happening, pleats and angles.
Which
then it becomes this, like, this kind of like an art piece that
Yes.
she's wearing, and that's when it kind of, I don't want to say I like it, but I get it, and it makes sense
Yeah.
on her, how it fits in with the theme.
That's where I'm lost, because I do see it as artwork.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's very much because her hair, everything
Yes.
is just like it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, because she didn't wear her hair up, she didn't do anything funky. It's all these angles.
Is it
and
thigh
things.
highs? Or is it tights all
I
the
think
way?
they're
They're
thigh
supposed
highs.
to be.
Because I can see her skin. Is
They
it
call
all
them
skin?
leggings. I don't know if
Oh,
it's
I
sheer
can't
all the
see.
way up or how
yeah.
it is, but
I can't
they call
tell.
them leggings.
Oh, okay.
It has a very industrial feel, just with all the sharp angles. In my mind, that's the only way it somehow ties into the theme. But after time and knowing her style and how she likes to just kind of be different, go off a
Yes.
beaten path, I get it now. Is it one of my favorite things? No, but I get it.
All
Does it
right.
make sense?
Ms. Abdullah, from your design perspective.
Well, she definitely did stick with the techno theme. What I see here is I do see everything symmetrically well, except for the side portion. I mean, it's kind of making it busy and going different places. But as far as her hair, the cut, everything is pretty much techno. And the leggings, it's techno. It's 80s techno.
Yes.
So I see it. I see the 80s when I look at that. And I do see the techno look. So she definitely stuck with the theme. It just got a little busy when she added the circular motion in with all
Circular
the,
motion.
Yeah, I don't think,
everything.
what is that?
It actually reminds me of what she wore last year. When
Yeah,
she had
it's very similar.
Kind of like, are you? I didn't.
It's just like a repeat.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's with the remix.
Yeah, it was remixed, and I mean, I guess I gave you a thumbs up for celebrating your sister in the women, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know.
It
It was
totally
different.
It would be
Yeah.
really funny if she wore like a lime green color though. Like opposite of
Just
what
Stop talking about my sister.
Right.
All right. Well, speaking of other interesting gossip surrounding people on the red carpet, Miss Kerry Washington told us all she's on baby number 2, as just before she took to the red carpet for the gala, and she was wearing Marc Jacobs, a black plunging V-neck embellished gown with sheer long gloves and basically like this purplish red colored hair thing going on. What did we think?
I hated it.
yeah.
I love the faces in the room.
This
for
is totally
those-
out of her element too.
It
Yes,
really
it
is.
is.
It doesn't even look like her.
No,
I mean,
I didn't know.
I had to
her
double
at the time.
take. I was like,
it's
what?
everything about her look is just disjointed to me. So to the lace, you know, on the lace gloves, even her hair. I
Yeah.
just don't get what's happening, Carrie. I don't know. I didn't like it.
It looked like a saloon girl
Yes.
from like 1885 to me, and I
Yes.
didn't understand. I was like, okay, I don't get you in terms of the theme, and I also don't get you in terms of just
regular.
taste in general.
Yeah,
so
it's just
I
so
don't understand
disjointed.
it at all. Any
Yeah.
explanation from you, Miss Abdullah?
No, the
very
theme,
classy.
the theme is definitely not there.
Yeah.
As far as her transition, maybe you know with the second baby and all. I mean, most women they want to feel sexy, so they want to try something different.
Okay.
And this is just from what I hear from my clients. And they try something different, but when you try something different, it has to fit you. Like she could have done the hair color could have been a little bit softer because of her skin. It could have kind of matched a little bit better because it makes her look. It's even though it's a costume, it makes it look more like Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I love Kerry Washington, but this is not her. I mean, it's not her. And I was very, very disappointed. I was hurt even, and I was like, because I was waiting. She's one of the ones that I look for to come out and give them wow.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't know. I mean,
hair,
congratulations
too.
on the baby.
Yes.
And that's about it.
You know, she's smiling. She's very happy.
She looks
So I
happy.
give her
Yes.
that. And I love her, but this look is not her.
Not
We were
at all.
confused,
It's
girl.
not,
We were
and we
confused.
are.
We were very confused.
Not
Very.
to interrupt, but I believe she told an outlet the reason why she changed her hair color to that was to tribute to Prince.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
purple.
That's
We
beautiful.
forgot about Prince for a minute.
Yeah.
What's the hair? But the
Okay,
hair
so
looks
red.
red.
Yeah, it does look red, and not only
Yeah.
that, the
Yeah, it
style,
looks
the
more
style
red.
too just
Yeah.
doesn't work for her.
Doesn't.
It doesn't.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
If she would have did like a straight like chop,
Yeah.
then I would have been like,
That
oh
would've made,
yeah,
that would have made sense with
A true
the
purple.
like,
Yes.
like a real purple with
I'm
like
not
a straight
buying it.
chop. I would have been like, oh my god,
Exactly.
Because lots of people had those very sharp cut bobs
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
red carpet,
yeah,
so
those
she
are
definitely
nice.
could have gone in that direction. But oh well, sorry
Carrie.
girl, we still love
Next time.
you. Speaking of people that we still love in spite of bad decisions, Nina Simone biopic. Miss Zoe Saldana was also on the red carpet, and she was wearing this Dolce & Gabbana confection with a feathered gown, peacock, multicolored. We don't know what was going on, but she worked all the way down that carpet, y'all. What'd
she
you
did.
think?
You know how they say, like, when you're like confident and it shows in what you're wearing.
Yes.
This is one of those moments.
Yes.
Okay.
Like her at the gala when she's walking in this dress, I'm like, ugh, like she is just like, I look good. I don't care what anybody says. I feel beautiful. And I'm like, yes, you are beautiful. And that dress is beautiful.
Yeah.
I did see something really funny though online where people were saying that it looked like she had a bunch of fish caught in a net.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, it does look like fish caught in a net. But I think she looked beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, I think she looks gorgeous.
But she
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
looks gorgeous. Didn't she just have twins too?
Well,
Well,
it's been
like
like 2
years.
years.
Oh,
It's been about 2
wow.
years, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
She did.
But I once again, I see it. I think, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't totally get the
Wow.
theme out of
Yeah.
it.
You know what I thought
get
from
that
it?
it's like hands.
I get peacock.
I get like pixels.
Okay.
Like where you
Okay.
look at like a bunch of pixels,
I
different
I get
colors.
that.
and
All right,
that's what
maybe.
I got from it.
Maybe.
I get
And then I saw fish.
Pixels and fish. Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you that. I'll work in that. Because that's where it was disappointing for me. I'm just like, it's a big, beautiful dress.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, but you're trying to
the
get tie in the theme.
The reason the gala is so exciting is because you do get to experiment and do
Yep.
some wilder things, not just a really pretty ball
Yep.
gown that's
Right.
super feathered and beautiful. So
Exactly.
congratulations on your dress. It's pretty, but that movie, girl.
Was it
Well,
horrid?
now I want to see it.
Everybody should go see it.
Where is it?
Everybody
I
should
was
go
gonna be
see it.
really
If you
shady.
can even find it. Okay, but
I'll
we
wait
can.
for Netflix.
I was going to say, where is
Exactly.
it? Lifetime?
Wait, girl, wait for Redbox.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
But somebody that you could not find in the crowd was Miss
No.
Because good Lord, honey, she put all of Whoville on top of her.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
She put it all up there in this Calvin Klein, like glittering green mermaid gown with the sheer train. I don't even know. Go.
Oh,
Take it all, Miss Leontine.
You know
what you
what?
got?
I love her too. She's another one, just like Kerry
Yes,
Washington.
yes.
And I expected like fabulosity from her. I love that dress. I love the color. It's nice.
I like it.
I kind of sort of get the theme only if that hairdo, I mean, it could have worked with something else, maybe with like boots and leggings and thigh highs and all that kind of stuff. But I think that hairdo should have been more kind of like Solange's was. Then I
Yeah.
would have got the look. But this hairdo, it takes away from
away.
her
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
It,
it
it's like
does.
you don't even see all that hard work down
No.
here
'Cause you looking at the
busy
top of
thinking
that.
about
Yeah.
here.
Who sold her on that?
Yeah.
Don't
And I was
know.
disappointed
They were
with
like,
that,
girl, we
too.
gonna make you a Christmas tree. I don't. Yeah, it completely ruined the dress for me.
Yeah,
I
it
can't. I can't even.
And it's a nice dress.
It is
Yeah.
a really
it
nice
was
dress.
working, and the
color,
metallic on the
everything, yeah.
bottom, like it was very nice. But
It
girl,
is,
we
yeah.
can't look past it.
Like,
But can I just do a quick side note? At my crush in the
course.
back, Michael B. Jordan.
yes. And, wait.
Oh my God.
he's getting his cameo.
Too.
Yeah, he's checking her out, the other one.
The one that did Nat Turner.
Michael B. Jordan is walking up.
No,
The
but yeah, Michael B.
one
Jordan's in the
wearing
back.
wearing ankle pants.
Ankle
and
pants
the-
is walking
yeah.
up.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
like,
My
what are you
boo.
wearing?
Cute.
Ankles are sexy.
But Nate Parker is also right
Parker,
behind
yeah.
her,
Yeah.
and he's adorbs too. So
He's
they,
checking her out, though.
Side note: there were a lot of. It was not difficult to find the people of color at
Yeah.
this year's
Yes,
gala on the red
yes,
carpet.
indeed.
So it seemed very.
Especially a blue-eyed Kanye West.
Girl.
Yeah. Right.
Notice how I did not bring Kanye or Kim up earlier because
I know.
I refused. Because
Everybody would like
I
log
was like,
out.
he got a contact.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But really, there were a lot. I mean, Tiger was there, Nicki Minaj was there. We had a lot of brown folks on the carpet.
that's
All right.
good.
So next up, we had Miss Zoe Kravitz, and she was wearing Valentino. It was bows, butterflies, and some furry stuff going on, and a face mask. And
I did not know who that was until it
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
You
that
know,
was Zoe Kravitz.
I could never. I wish I could see the front of what's going on.
It's a black mini dress,
I could
basically.
never-
It looks
Like-
better from the front.
Yes.
Yeah.
But from the side, it looks like a bumblebee.
Yeah. And
looks
from the
like-
side, you actually see what the detail is, because from the front, it literally looks like
like
just
a
a
black
black
dress.
mini
Yeah.
dress.
Well, see,
Tube
to
dress.
me, she looks like she's wearing a costume.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
it's just mask and all, and she's a gorgeous, gorgeous
Yes,
girl.
yes.
So I would have expected a lot more from her.
Agreed.
You know, because she's
Exactly.
edgy, she's young, she's out there, but like she's wearing a costume.
Yeah, that's definitely costume.
She's just missing her trick or treat bag.
She needs her
Yeah,
trick or treat
she was
bag.
that little orange
Exactly.
pumpkin.
Oh, yes. And once again, I was trying, like, okay, so where are we going with this in regards to the theme? and I got nowhere, except that technology is ruining the earth and the bees are dying. So she wanted to do a tribute to the insects, and that is what she was there to support. So go Zoe Kravitz. We don't know what you got going on. Moving on to Miss Zendaya, who was also on the red carpet and quite unrecognizable to a lot of bloggers and a lot of outlets were shocked and didn't realize it was her. She was wearing this slinky gold one-shoulder long-sleeve Michael Kors gown and basically like a Beatles like bowl-cut wig and some super dark smoky eyes, y'all. She smoked her eyes all the way.
I love this dress.
I love it.
I love it.
I love her dress.
I love her
frame
hair,
is so,
everything.
I love how she changes up her hair, like with every single look. So we're getting a mullet, we're getting the bowl cut. We're just.
She's one of the people that
takes
I look
risks.
forward to seeing on the carpet, because every time she comes out, she always
Has a
serves
different
it.
look.
Something different. You never know what to expect. I love it.
She was just beautiful, even though she looked like she was going to the Oscars.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that it was like the metallic, and I'm trying to play with my eye makeup. I would have liked a little bit more personally from her. Like, I feel like you could have. She just looked beautiful, but I think she could have like actually really dived into the theme a lot more than a lot of people could have gotten
Played
away
it
with
safe.
because she's young and like whatever. But yeah, she played it safe, and it was pretty. She looks really beautiful.
You know, really quickly, one person that's not on our list, but who I actually liked was Taylor Swift. Oh. Because when I did, you know why? Because I didn't even know. For me, it was the hair. I was just, I didn't even know who she was.
I love the platinum blonde that she has gone
I
through.
didn't like
She's
the
had it
outfit.
for a
was
while
more of the
now.
hair. I was like, wow, okay, I wasn't, you know.
I couldn't with the ruffle dress and
Yeah, I
the
didn't like the
extra
outfit
straps
at
on the
all.
shoes. Like it was like
I
she
did
was
not
trying
like
too
it.
hard and it didn't work. But she,
well, damn, y'all.
she
So
was
did you guys like
She
the
nailed
glow in
it
the
with the
dark
hair.
dress?
Yes.
Claire
for me-
Danes.
Claire Danes. I was just about to say that. That
Lit
has
up.
to be my number one. And
Best.
the reason why is
I was like,
because
woo.
she gave
Yes, it was
theme.
beautiful.
She gave
All the
theme.
way.
Yes,
All
and
the
it
way.
was
All
lit.
the
It was a
way.
big, beautiful.
It was a big, beautiful.
And then
Except
when she
I
went in the
would.
dark, it was like, bam.
Yeah, I actually want. I think Carolina Krakova won for me because she had the Marchesa dress that was designed by IBM, and it was lit up from the inside, and that was a really,
That was
really
fabulous.
beautiful, amazing thing, and it didn't catch on fire.
Claire Danes.
Claire Danes looked like Cinderella.
Yes, she did.
Literally
It was a Cinderella dress.
And I
for
said,
sure.
if I would have worn that dress,
thank
I said, I
you.
hope when she
Beautiful.
walked in there, when she was making her entrance, she was like, shut off the lights.
it was
Thank
And then
you.
walked in, because that's
So it
exactly
can
what I
all
would have
glow.
done. Cut the lights.
And inside, I'm sure it was just like glowing
yes.
all over the place.
Like, I'm sure the whole room stopped.
And look
The
at
whole
him.
room.
He's so proud. That's how I feel when I see my clients on like a mama.
Yeah.
You know,
It was a beautiful
the
moment.
thing about this dress is it looked good outside and it looked good
Inside.
inside. It
You
didn't
didn't expect
downplay
it.
it. Because usually when you have a dress that lights up, it only looks good when it lights up.
Yeah.
This dress looks good when
gorgeous.
it's not
Not
lit.
into it.
It is so
Looks like a
She did a
beautiful.
lovely job.
It's just an
very
amazing
princess.
turn, though. Like,
Yeah.
imagine on the red carpet, you're out there and just like, okay, it's a pretty dress, whatever. And then she gets inside and the lights
dark,
cut off, and she's just like, boom, and she's like, I've arrived. Like,
Exactly.
Technology in my
arrived.
dress. It's fantastic.
I love it.
And her
Alright.
posture too.
Yes, they
It was
all.
just like the original
Confident.
Cinderella from the cartoon. You know, when she walked in,
Disney
it was like
one.
kind of slow, and she was floating on air.
it was beautiful.
She's going to get a movie deal off of that dress.
yeah.
Watch.
Probably, if not already.
Right.
She might have been setting it up for us to know. But all right, so we're gonna close out with Miss Sierra, who unfortunately had to stand up in her car all the way to the Met Gala because she was her dress, which was a 20s inspired H&M custom like slinky gown with pendants of Swarovski crystals all over it. They were also on her back and on her bum,
so
so
she
she
couldn't
couldn't
sit.
sit down
they were
unless
heavy.
she crushed the crystals. But she worked it and she wore that silver metal
silver. Oh.
hair. Cut,
fabulous.
I love it.
sexy all the way. I think she did a great job.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
nailed
She did a
it.
wonderful
She
job.
nailed it. Hair, makeup, dress,
Yeah.
technology at its finest.
Yeah.
And shout out to H&M because
Yeah,
there are a
no.
lot of people
Yes.
wearing custom H&M.
Yeah.
Jennifer Hudson, a few others. I was
Jennifer
like, wow,
Hudson. Yeah.
H&M. Who knew?
Who knew they were doing it, but they stepped it up and they did an amazing job. So that is a wrap up for the red carpet for now. Obviously, there were many other looks that we would talk about and can't talk about. You guys should check us out on BHL Fashion 411 on Instagram to get some more of those pictures. But now Miss Deanna has a little style scoop news for us because it's been a while.
It has been a while, you guys. So let me just quickly update you on some things that I think you need to know that are going on in the fashion world. So we've already talked about her before, Miss Solange Knowles. Well, she has partnered up. She has this new line. It's a website. It's called Saint Heron, and it's finally here. It's available. So she partnered up with an e-commerce platform called BigCommerce, and this site in particular, it's a curation of lots of different designers of color, which is very, very nice. So you can shop now, but lots of LA-based brands, accessories, ready to wear. Shop it now. SaintHeron.com. It's available, and and Solange Knowles is behind it. Next up, so Miss Danielle Brooks, you guys all know Orange is the New Black, right? So
Love her.
She has been a busy, busy woman because not only has she, just wrapped on the latest season of Orange is the New Black, but she's also on Broadway, Color Purple,
which just got a bunch of Emmy noms.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Tony noms.
Tony. Sophia. But anyway, she is the new face. Christian Siriano, we all remember him from Project Runway.
Yeah.
He has a new collection for Lane Bryant, and she is the face of that. So it's just
amazing.
Yeah, she looks amazing. All kinds of wonderful prints, patterns, solids available from sizes 14 to 28. Get it now. LaneBryant.com.
Christian Siriano is all over.
Yes, he is. He's in Payless.
He's doing fantastic.
I love that, we initially saw him, doing Met gowns and ball gowns, and now he's doing ready to wear, and he's doing plus sizes, and he's doing shoes, and he's doing affordable things for everybody. So I love that, and she's the new face
It's
of it.
fantastic.
And finally, what I feel y'all need to know. So, do you guys know who Madam C.J. Walker is?
Absolutely.
And if you say no, I'm gonna put a Okay. Well, Sephora has launched a hair care line and with the namesake Madam C.J. Walker, and it's exclusively for ladies of color. Our hair. It's aligned with 4 different product variations for natural hair, if you have relaxed hair, if you have colored hair, and it's available in Sephora now. So if you guys are searching for a new product to become addicted to, or if you want something specifically, from a black-owned brand, well, try it out.
Well, that's what
Natural too? Just going...
Yes, there's natural, there's
and all of
color,
it.
relax, covers everything.
That was a lot of conversation online about whether or not her descendants and family were actually involved at any level with the branding of all of that, and I couldn't find the firm evidence one way or the other, and if it actually was black owned, because that was some of the discussion online. Did you
Here's
find
the
anything?
deal: the people behind it's called Sundial, and they're actually behind Shea Moisture, which
Yes.
is actually a
love
black-owned
Shea
brand. And what's the other one? Nubian Heritage.
Okay.
So the people behind it, it's not a Procter & Gamble. It's not one of
It's
these
not a big one.
big companies.
Yeah.
So I do think that they're in good hands.
In good hands.
when it comes to promoting
With her legacy.
Exactly, with her legacy. So that was nice.
Very cool.
So go out and buy it, y'all.
Go out and buy
All
it
right.
at Sephora.
Well, there's your style scoop. So is it time to get to know our
I know.
guests?
It's time to get to know our lovely guests. We have celeb designer Miss Leontine Abdullah at our table today.
Yes.
And we just want, obviously you guys have already heard she gave us the input on design from the red carpet. So now we want to hear about the designs that you are doing and what you have coming up. So I hear that there's Fashion Week is coming up, and we need to know all about the line and what you have going on with it. So
Okay.
share.
Well, I'm celebrity designer Leontine Abdullah, and I design mostly evening gowns and things for the red carpet. I love cocktail dresses, and I love designing things that are body conscious. But I also love jewels like Swarovski crystals. So that's why I love Miss Sierra, because she brought it, and I know those crystals are very heavy.
Yes.
Very, very heavy, and they can be uncomfortable
Yes.
sometimes. So she did a great job with that.
She did a great
So
job.
where did you get your start?
Oh my God.
As a
Okay.
designer.
Well, as a little girl, I would fall asleep to that sound of the sewing machine, which was my mom. She would sew and make things for people in our community, like dresses, wedding gowns, things like that. She'd make her own patterns. So when I was a little girl, I used to stay up late night and watch her do it, and then I just started doing my own. And that was some time ago. So Basically, my mom. And this was in the 70s, and I enjoyed the 70s. I love the 70s. I love the disco theme. Sequin, jewels, anything like that I love. So that's basically what I incorporate into my line now. I normally have, everything I make has to have some type of jewel or something in it, because that's just what I think that glamour and glitz is just beautiful on a woman when she has something that makes her shine and sparkle. So, anyway.
We all want to shine and sparkle.
Do you remember the first thing you made?
The first thing I made was a tutu. And someone at school, I was in like the 6th grade, and I made it for profit. Someone asked me, it was the Madonna era in the 80s, so I love Cyndi Lauper and I love Madonna. Someone asked me to make the tutu that I had on. I was like, oh, sure. And so she was like, I'll pay you for it. I was like, okay. She was like, how much? It's like $3. Because tulle at that time was only 25 cents or 15 cents. So I went and I made that skirt and brought it back the next day, and everybody at school wanted one. All the girls were, and we had the gloves. I would go and get the gloves and glue the jewels on them, because, you know, it was the Madonna and the wham theme where everybody wore the jewels and all that type of stuff, and the neon colors. So we had loud tutus and we had fun. And then it just kept kind of going on and on, because at that time I was acting. I was, you know, child acting and doing commercials and things like that, and doing modeling as well. So as I got older, I began modeling professionally. And I knew I wanted to become a designer one day. I just didn't know how I was going to swing both. So later on, when I grew up and had my kids, that was it. It was like, okay, so I have my kids, and you know, now they're grown. So I've got to do this thing that I do so well that people pay me for it to do. So that's what I did. I was already in the industry, so that's how I started getting my first celebrity clients and things like that. So on and on and on, as the years would go by, word would get out. And, you know, they'd like, okay, well, I would do Oscar dresses, Emmy dresses, all types of things, and, you know, BET and all those award shows, and I would attend them myself. So I would wear something really, really nice. Everywhere I go, I have to wear a statement piece, because that's who I am, and that's my calling card. So they're like, oh, you have on a, you know, they'll talk about what I'm wearing. I'll go, oh, great, I made it. And that's how it would, the conversation would start. But Fashion Week is coming, and I'm so excited.
Yeah. Well, now going back just to the red carpet a little bit. So you mentioned how, so you meet your person, they're like, oh, that looks amazing. Like, how do you sort of work with clients to determine how you're going to put together looks for them and custom looks for them?
Good question. A lot of my clients trust me, and they allow me to design something for them. And I love that, because it lets me play and it lets me be me. Some people come to me, like my prom clients or the kids, or even some, you know, wedding dresses.
Did you just say prom client?
Yes, I have all types of clients.
They love girls who come to you for a prom dress?
Yes, from the high schools. And I only do a few. I used to could do a lot, but I don't have time for it now. So I'll choose 5 girls, you know, as they call me or they hit me up on Facebook and Instagram. I'm like, let me see. But when the girls call me from like my old schools from the neighborhood, I'll definitely do dresses for them. So, which is Crenshaw. Yeah.
Who was your first client?
Actually, my first client, oh my God. As a male or as a female?
Or the client that you were like, yes.
My first client that I was like, was Farrah Abraham. That was someone who everybody knew, because I was designing for like media people and people behind the scenes that were on the red carpet, you know, and someone who everybody knew at the time because she was doing that show, you know, Teen Mom. So I was like, oh my God, great, Farrah Abraham. So that was my first, like, for the
awesome.
women.
Do you have a theme in mind yet for Fashion Week?
Yes.
You do?
It's my spring summer theme, and my theme is pretty much everything with floral flowers and jewels, Swarovski crystals. Everything is Swarovski crystals. I have pictures on my Instagram. Some of the fabrics, I gave a teaser, and I showed half of the collection, which is only the fabric on the rose, and it's mostly jewels, tulle, lace, all that type of stuff.
Now you brought up the men, so you have a men's collection. How does that, because, you know, there aren't a lot of designers that do, you know, formal wear for women and a men's collection. So how do you sort of navigate that space, and what took you to men's wear at all?
You know what? Actually, Rick Mora from Twilight. Okay. Because he came to a fashion show I was doing in Alaska. I did the first ever Alaska Fashion Week. So when he and the cast from Twilight came to the show, It was in Anchorage, Alaska.
I'm just envisioning.
Yes, we did the first ever Alaska Fashion Week.
Look like polar bear.
Oh yes, honey, it's there. It's online. You got to see these photos.
Oh my God.
So I had already saw him in Hollywood. We met a few times at different events, and it was just so nice. It was like, hey, every time I see him. So when he saw me in Alaska, we were like, oh my God, hey. So we talked, and he was like, okay, well, this is the way I want my suits, and I'm like, I got you. I said, I'm working on some stuff right now, but give me a couple months. And then we played around with some things, and I made some looks for him, and they were really nice, and a lot of people liked them. Okay. And then other people like would come to me and say, you know what, when are you going to start doing men? I'm like, well, I just like working on the women. I love gowns and cocktail dresses.
And jewels.
And jewels. I love playing with jewels. I will put 1,000 jewels on a dress and won't complain.
I'll wear it.
And won't complain. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you also you've worked as a model yourself,
Yes.
and I hear you have a modeling agency in your future potentially,
Yes.
and you're working with models.
Yes. I loved modeling. At the time I started out, there weren't a lot of women of color that were modeling, and we didn't have Instagram, we didn't have Facebook, so we did the knit and the grit. We traveled all over the world, and we would model. I mean, here I am at 13, modeling diamond necklaces and jewels. I started out modeling jewels, like the Beverly Center for different stores. Then I started doing runway modeling. And I had professional training. I went to John Robert Powers. A lot of people don't know about that, but that's that's old school. Yeah, so my mom used to actually model too. So I would get tips from her and pointers, and she would teach me like my 3-point turns and all these things. So with what I'm doing now, I started a contest actually for some young ladies, and I'm very proud of them. I went online to Facebook and Instagram, and I said, you know what, I'm going to Paris, and I'm showcasing in London for the first time. I'm debuting this September, and I'm going to bring a girl with me. So I put the word out there, and I got some responses, a few responses, they trickled in and stuff. And I said, but you guys have to follow my contest rules. And I would have them, like they're still doing it, I would have them post a picture online or post a video of them walking to whatever I say walk to, do it the way I say do it, and they've done it. And then there were 6 girls who followed the rules, didn't complain, and they came through. And everybody else had a million questions. They were late. They didn't do the simple things that I asked them to do. And so pretty much I just chose these 3 girls to be my finalists. And right now, these girls are killing it. They're doing it, even with work and school and everything else that they're doing, because they love modeling. They want to be a model. They want to get to top model status professionally. So these 3 girls, they're doing the New York Fashion Week with me already. I've already chosen them for that, but they're in the running for Paris and they're in the running for London.
So when is the lucky lady going to find out?
Well, they're going to find out actually at the end of this month. I already know in my mind. And between you guys and myself, I'm taking all of them. I just haven't told them. I just haven't told them yet because I want them to keep doing it, because the things that I'm telling them are things that I went through in the modeling, and I give them pointers. Like I'll send them emails, like inspiring things. I'll tell them what to look for, what to do, because I go around the world and teach models how to walk, and that's another thing that I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the winners, and I'm going to let them know that they're going with me, because we're going to have to get their passports actually next month. So I just want to make sure, So I want to make sure everything is going well, but I'm starting a modeling agency, and it's going to be called Leontine Models. And I'm going to hire model coaches, which will be them. They'll have the opportunity to do my campaign. They already know about that. And we're going to teach models only what they need to know in the industry. And not Instagram models, not Facebook models, but real models. I'm going to take it back. I'm taking it back. To where we wore books on our heads and we learn how to walk, and we learn posture, we learn how to speak and talk and everything else. And I also, really quickly, I teach them about the go-sees. A lot of these young girls who, there's social media now, and social media is screwing them up because it's making them think that models are supposed to look a certain way, and they're not. A model is supposed to be a mannequin. You take a mannequin and you dress it, right? So that's what you do with the human being. You take that human model and you dress them. So that means that I don't want you to come to me glam. Don't come to me all done up. Come to me fresh face, because I need to see who you are. If I'm doing the techno look, I want to be able to know, do you have the right type of eyes, face, and molding for that? If you don't, then I need to look at the next girl. So basically, I'm teaching these girls how to go to go-sees, what to wear, how to act, and when the other girls are in the room talking about the designer, say, "Ooh, I don't want to wear that dress. Ooh, that's ugly." To know that the model, the designer, is there listening, because this happens with me all the time. Girls are like, "No, I want to wear that one." No, they're fighting over who's going to wear it, and she's like, "No, I want to wear this shirt." Don't do that, because you'll get fired. Because you're wearing what I see fit. If you have the look, I chose you because you have the look for what you're going to wear. If you're wearing a train that's this long all the way down to the end of the hallway, I need you to have that look. So I'm teaching them how to act, because that's pretty much how they get the job. It's based on what the designer sees in them, and they don't realize that the designer is watching them the entire time.
Well, speaking of acting, first of all, you got a million jobs, okay? But speaking of acting, I also understand you have a new television show.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Well, about 2 years ago, I started doing workshop at Mood Fabrics. Mood Fabrics asked me to come in and to teach people how to make my 30 minutes. One of my specialties is I can make a dress in 30 minutes. Wow. And it will be not a gown like a jeweled gown. It could be a gown, but it could be like a party dress, for the club. Because my thing is, growing up in the industry, I always would have to get ready quick. And I was always, and still to this day, So I would design my dress just hours before I would leave and get ready and do my hair and all those type of things. So I learned how to design different things in 30 minutes, a clutch purse, a dress, different things. So I went to Miss.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I went to Mood. And
I'd rather just go buy it.
So I went to
whip that up.
Exactly. So I went to Mood Fabrics and I started doing the classes. My classes were all the rave. They loved them. They were full, they were overbooked, and they loved them. I did them for like a year and a half, and then it kind of got busy with my schedule, so I kind of took a break. So I'm going to be showing people how to design something in 30 minutes, whether it's a fancy grocery store reusable bag, since we were using bags now, that little club dress, a summer dress, a clutch purse, like I mentioned, and a few other things.
So this is going to be on a TV show, or
it's
at Mood?
Actually, no, it's not going to be on Mood. It's going to be actually on a TV show.
Oh, okay.
And they're pitching the pilots.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to start out on cable. And
amazing.
they're pitching the pilots to Fox and some other networks.
Got it.
What advice would you give to someone that's starting out, like that's in fashion school right now?
Well, what I would do is I would tell them to stay focused, because as a fashion designer, you first, number one, have to be very creative and artistic. So if you are, that means that you're a little bit crazy sometimes. So you have to tune things out that don't fit, meaning like sometimes they're going to be your friends. Oh, let's go here, let's do this, let's hang out. But if you're focused on a design, or if you're trying to brainstorm on that design like a writer, you have to sometimes stay away from that and think and sit there and stick to that design, because when you're feeling it and when you're in the moment, that's when you create your best work. But if you leave it and you're like, well, wait a minute, I'm working, and your friends are pulling you away, you have to learn how to tune a lot of things out and stay focused.
Okay, so you are a wealth of knowledge of this industry in general. We wish we had more time, because I know there's more in there. But for those of you out there that want to find out more about what you have going on and get to your designs and website, where can people find you?
You can find me at LeontineCollection.com. My Instagram is at Leontine Abdullah or Leontine Collection.
All right, guys, y'all check her out. And Miss Deanna, where is everybody gonna find you?
Well, when I'm not crazy casting these projects and commercials, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at It's Me Deanna V.
Tanya, where you at?
Hi guys. No, I'm kidding. You guys can find me on all social media at Danya Duchess No T.
Girl, this is like
30 inches.
We got 18 bottles up in here. All right,
Well, I'm trying to be natural over here. I was like, I need my weed. But you can find me on Instagram at The Real Camila P. On Twitter, I am Camila P.
All right, you guys, you can find me all over social media at Stuart Starlet. Don't forget to follow us at BHL Fashion 411. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. We appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Click that red button right below. We're always here in your mailbox if you do that, so you don't have to find us. Thank you guys so much. Check us out next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and stay stylish and fabulous.
Bye.
And congratulations on everything.
Yeah.
Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio, Instagram it @KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.